Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shiza Azam, and this video is basically for the project of Big Data Analytics. And I have chosen the project 3, which is a performance comparison of SparkSQL, Apache Drill, and HiveQL. First of all, where's SparkSQL? SparkSQL is basically a module for structured data processing. It basically lets you query structured data inside Spark programs using either SQL or data frame API. HiveQL is a query language. It's basically a SQL-like language for in Apache Hive for processing and analyzing structured data. And then we have the Apache Drill. It's also a schema-free and open source SQL query engine for big data exploration. Okay, so I have chosen the Spotify industry dataset of Spotify industry. Spotify is basically a digital music podcast and video service that gives you access to millions of songs and other contents from creator of all over the world. Okay, to access the to get the Spotify data first, you would have to make an account here on the developer Spotify website. Okay, once the account is created, you would have to create an app. This is where I have created app here of BDA project, and then they would give me the client ID and client secret ID, which is you can reset or you can just hide it. And then for the extraction of the data set, okay, it's taking time. Okay, it's okay. So basically, first I created a data set from here. I created it through different techniques like by the album links and by also by the artist name and by the year. Okay, and then I also performed the bit of an exploratory data analysis to clean the data. Like there were a lot of things that needed to be clean, and if I can extract any feature of it, which I did basically. One was from the release date. I had to extract an error from here and had to clean these things. I would just come upon it, and then some data to see if we can further do something about it. Okay, and after this, okay, so before starting a project, like before querying Spark SQL or HiveQL, we had to store the data on the HDFS. This is basically what we did. Okay, let me tell you about the data set. So my data is around 1 point something 1.2 1.8 GB with the track data set. I have two files, track CSV and the artist CSV. In the tracks, basically it contains the songs data, songs metadata, and it has around 21 columns and 8 lakhs, around 6 lakhs 81 something thousand. And then we have the artist data, which has only 3, 4, 5 columns, basically info about the artist, and it also has around 11 lakh rows. Okay, and then we did the analysis of the command line. Every query outputs is also posted there. First, we did store the data on HDFS, and then we extracted, like I extracted the data from here, HiveQL, and then we have the output of Hive, Apache Drill. Same for this. Hive and SQL is basically in a multi-container environment. And after this, we have the comparison graph of these 3 query engines: SparkSQL, Apache Drill, and HiveQL. So basically, from all these graphs, it shows that Apache Drill's performance has been proved to be quite efficient than SparkSQL and HiveQL. Like you can show it here. And the thing is basically drill basically takes data directly from the HDFS file. It does not create any data frames just like Spark, and it basically maps the data internally to JSON formats, and its ability to work with the JSON makes drill much more flexible in a way to if we compare it to Spark. And Hive queries HDFS by converting both simple and complex SQL queries into map reduced jobs, and use resources in the cluster to process the historical data. But on the drill, it queries almost any of the file system by processing in memory, which effectively uses allocated resources, and that's probably make it more efficient and faster than Spark SQL and Hive. This is my project. Thank you so much.